Hey,
Hey, hey, how are you, brother?
hey, good.
Good deal, good deal. Make sure my music's not too loud in the background.
I hear a thing.
Yeah, I might just go ahead and turn it off just in case.
What?
All
Music
right.
in the background's cool, man.
Oh, is it? Was it too
Hell
loud?
yeah.
I
No, I
was.
didn't hear shit.
All right, good deal, good deal. All right, how are you, brother? How's your side of the world?
It's it's intense. It's just intense right now. Life's good, but
Right.
learning the crypto is what's that bad hormone? That fight or flight one? What's it called? Cortisol? I feel like that's like flowing all the time. Not like it it I just know it's there.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Ready to relieve some of that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Pepe.
yeah, I hope the best for you. Hope the best for you.
I'm
Hopefully
doing
the
good,
tension in
man.
your side of the world eases up.
I want, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten into this if I didn't feel I could hack it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's so
But
true. You know, we're pioneers and warriors, werewolves and divergence and glitches, awakened souls, and you're right. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't handle it.
yeah, sometimes if you doubt yourself, sometimes like f all this stuff's insane, but it goes away fast, you
Right,
know. So that's just you maxing out, and you got to recognize that and regather yourself.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goal is always come back to myself. You know, I've got all the answers,
Mhm.
no matter what's going on in the world. If I come back to myself, I can go within and figure out what I need to do to overcome any
Yeah.
obstacle or setback.
Hey, so did you get into the Wojak at all?
No, just a little bit of Pepe, not much. And that's it. I experienced the Shiba Inu cycle not too long ago, a few months back. Dogecoin a little bit, but I've never really been over invested in any of them.
No, yeah, I just whatever you put in, what was your
Right.
experience kind of a thing.
Yeah, I
So,
definitely missed that one though.
well, it's more dynamic. It jumps around more, but and it was following right behind Pepe if you noticed, but when Pepe calmed down, then Wojak jumped up, and I don't know. It seems like they're kind of on an even keel right now as far as one of them might do something, but they're kind of different because Wojak jumps up and down a bit more, but I don't think they're done. I think
Yeah,
maybe another day or two of this, maybe more, whatever. But and I hope there isn't more.
and it's
But
Bojack.
Wojak,
Oh, okay.
they're like meme
And
partners, So they're gonna they. I just don't think they're completely done. But
yeah.
that's all.
Oh
It's not
yeah,
like
I
turning my
don't.
back
Oh wow.
on money making opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah, never turn your back on money making opportunities. That's the thing. Just be sophisticated and a great analyst when viewing these markets, and it's participating in something that's only been out a few weeks. Yeah. But I mean, that's the only thing I can see right now. Um, yeah, that's ugly. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
look on Nexi, yeah,
Nexi,
yeah,
yeah. There's a lot more exchanges that offer. Uh, okay, yeah. Um, that offer. What was I saying? Pepe. You know. But
yeah.
okay, okay.
True that.
Yeah. Let me see what a fib pull from here to the low would do. From its open to its low, because this is when it was listed on its exchange. And yeah, we're already past the 1618, coming back and basically retesting that. Not surprising. we
Yeah,
can we can see it continue up, go up more. It's already up from its low 1800%, 4 3 2.6 is 47,000%. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than what we're seeing with Pepe up 425% a week in a week. And if we look at this chart right here, which is it's the BitGet chart, and we
Yeah.
just see it blasting past the 4.236, and that's like a red heated zone, up from its low, roughly plus or minus 741%. So I'm not saying it can't go up to the zero point 0.5, zero point 0.6, zero point 0.7 fib like we've seen other cryptos do and go up, 1,000%. But I mean, this is getting a lot of hype and a
No.
lot of,
Yeah. Does it look like it's going sideways to you? That's really my only question with Pepe and Wojak right now.
yeah. Oh, this is definitely consolidation and support right now. But Bitcoin, if we look at that, and we go back, Bitcoin did that for a year. It did the same thing in a giant, basically same thing as Pepe. Just a giant bull flag, bull pennant, and till it didn't no more. And it was around May Day, May Day, May Day. The
Oh,
time period we're at now, heading into May 5th, May 4th, tomorrow. May the Force be with you, which we know is Star Wars Day. But yeah, uh, but yeah, Star Wars Day tomorrow.
okay.
May the Force be with you. But it's always been
I've
a
never heard that
volatile
one.
time.
I've never heard the Star Wars Day. I mean,
Oh yeah,
what what's
it's
what's behind that?
it was when Star Wars came out. Other than
Okay,
that,
okay.
yeah, it's just the anniversary of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Um, hmm, I had every single May drawn out earlier. I don't know
Not one of
why
them.
it's, yeah, it's on one of them, but I had every single May pinpointed, and it was showing volatile price action around um, every May. Like, for instance,
Yeah.
last year, right here around May 29th, but May 4th and 5th, we then went in an 8 day downtrend, 36% for Bitcoin, and we're about to enter May 4th tomorrow. So, could we go up 35, 30%? Who knows? Or could we go down? I just think it's going to be volatile the next few days. And, I'm just seeing a possible as above, so below. So maybe we go up because we're in a bullish trend from this recent low. I'm not saying it's the low, but as of now, I mean, we're low, higher low, higher low. I mean, we're still in an uptrend. So, but May, if we go back in time, um, to this February and March, we know this was May last year, 2022. But if we go right back here to May of 2021, we see this sharp sell off. And then we can just keep going all the way to May, back and forth for the 13 years that we've seen a May. This is the 14th time period, but we get more of V shaped recovery, sharp price action. Sell in May, walk away is what we know the saying to be. But, it's pretty euphoric, pretty crazy.
Yeah. See here. I'm gonna go out to the daily chart. And I take notes, man. I've been taking notes from you, and Waters. Like I have a notebook full of what's coming.
Right.
And
Well, I
and
appreciate
yeah,
that.
I'm down, man. I
This is it.
I'm there. But let's see.
Oh, no, it's not.
We go out to the 1 week. Mm, Go out month. Mm. Well, my screener is on my trading view. I have a get ready to buy on the monthly going on.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
So you're
it
seeing
doesn't go
a
up
you're
like
seeing a
you guys
buying
are just
opportunity?
talking. No, well, I just think that that there's a 68% chance that it's going to go up to the 30s and then come down to disappointing levels, or maybe go into the low to middle-ish high 40s, but then come down like we've heard. But we'll see. We got to look over here, bank failures going on and
Yeah.
other things, you know.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Yeah. Hey, and what's a gray swan?
A gray swan?
Yeah, have you heard of that one?
Well, I've heard of the black swan and the gray swan. Yeah, I've heard it before. It's I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it'd be best to just look it up real quick. Gray swan event. I don't want to. I don't want to be wrong. We know what a
Yeah.
black swan is. It's a market crisis event. Um, but yeah, gray swan event, incident of sizable impact. So it's basically maybe leading up to the black swan.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
individuals assume the risk of a gray swan event when they invest in financial markets, but has a so the term gray swan event refers to an incident of sizable impact which can be anticipated but has a relatively low probability of occurring. Okay. All right, so this is something that can be anticipated but has a low probability of occurring. So kind of like a lot of the what some people would call speculation that we talk about, but it doesn't take an economist to see the turmoil all around the world and in the economies, because that's it doesn't matter where you live, who you are, what color you are, who you voted for, who you love. We all have the economy in common, how much money we can make. Can we get jobs? Can we get life insurance, etc. So, but it's often recognized in hindsight of individuals assuming the risk of a gray swan event when they invest in financial markets. So yeah. And then obviously we know what a black swan event is. It's a surprise event like 9/11 or C-19, things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds
But
like a
yeah,
book over here that doesn't do anything.
yeah, you were saying this 68% chance of a breakout. I'm so keen with that because you said you follow my work and you're seeing this 2 hour time frame of a descending wedge, falling wedge pattern, which, like I was talking about earlier in our little lecture and homework course that we were doing with Awakened Soul. It's a descending wedge, and you can just look that up, and it's like bullish or bearish, but descending wedge pattern. And when you read about it and do your research, has a what percent chance? And that's all you got to type out sometimes. Some
Huh.
places may be different, but you're going to eventually find somewhere that it says, okay, a 74% chance of a profit, but with a 38%, that doesn't even sound right. That's going over 100. So most cases you'll find that it has a 68% chance of a breakout with a 32% chance of a breakdown, a descending wedge, falling wedge pattern. So that's what we're seeing on the 2 hour time frame, and that's just mathematical playing out in the cards in this pattern. So that's how I play it. And a rising wedge channel, kind of um, like this parallel channel right here. We were in it, and I was, preparing my pioneers for a potential, downtrend, and we retested 22,700, a horizontal range I was preparing them for because, well, this was a parallel channel, a bear flag, a rising wedge, which has a 68% chance of a breakdown. So it then continued up over time, back into it, and then broke down again. So, pretty unique.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh,
But
here we
yeah.
go.
Pepe up 420%. The coin was launched on 419, 420. Crazy, right? And it pumps all the way up until Mayday, 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 you guys. But did you know that Pepe, it equals Pepe the Frog equals 52? And well, it was going ham on the internet in the crypto Twitter spaces, the YouTube, wherever you looked, it was Pepe the Frog and giving you 52 leading into May 2nd yesterday. And what do you know? We're heading into May the 4th be with you tomorrow. May the 4th gives us that same 52. And people are wondering why. Well, Pepe the Frog is pumping. Well, crypto is what it is. The new financial system. It's a meme coin. Crypto giving you that 25, but cryptocurrency giving you that same 52, coming out of 5.2 yesterday. So amazing that we see Pepe Frog 52 pumping yesterday, today, up
Yeah.
420%. Crazy.
It was
You know,
released on
yeah, right here.
420.
Yeah, 420, 419. 418 was really the first date, but it pumped into 420, 419, and then the high came in on 420. That's where I pulled a fib
Okay.
from because that was the solar eclipse, which was the hybrid solar eclipse, a very rare phenomenon in astrology that we see only a few times every couple hundred years. So, coming back down to our low on the 21st. I teach my pioneers that around the 21st, 22nd of every month, doesn't matter what month, we tend to see a microstructure low, reset, recycle in the markets. And it all has everything to do with, well, this code, reset, giving us 22, or change, um, recycle. It's a few, but all giving us 22, change, recycle, reset. But yeah, so I was noticing Pepe the Frog around this time period. Everybody was bullish about it. It was up, from its inception on the 18th, roughly already 200%. And I'm like, people are freaking out. So I watched it for a few days. Now, over the past few days, here we are. We bought in early April. I think it was around my birthday, the same day I was playing in the markets, doing some shorts with XRP. The 25th, 26th, so around this pullback right here before we eventually broke out. Didn't put a lot in, a few bucks. And we turned it into a couple hundred. So amazing to watch Pepe the Frog just take off like this, hit the 4.236 on May 1st. Mayday, 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 and then get a sharp pullback. Pump back into the May 2nd because Pepe the Frog equals 52, cryptocurrency 52. It was May 2nd, 5.2, internationally written 2.5. And then we pulled back into today, May 3rd. Leading into tomorrow, we're already getting our fourth higher low. So just setting a great trend line of resistance right here, but showing a downtrend. But right now, if we break out of this, we could have a measured move to the upside still for Pepe, even more. Say possibly tomorrow, if May the 4th be with us, we can go all the way up to the 0.6, 0.7 fib, to 6019 for Pepe the Frog. Kind of makes me wonder, it's hump day, this is why it's going on. Huh? It's hump day. Federal Fair Use Act. But I'll behave. I play too much. Uh, but you're invested in Pepe. Did you want to speak on that for a moment and let the viewers know how you did? Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna give you as long as you need. I don't want to put you on the spot neither. All right. Awesome. I'm just sharing this link to the live to a few places real quick. So sorry for the dramatic pause, you guys. Anyone out there? All right. But yeah. So what were we talking about, Modern Sword? We was talking about Pepe, of course. But yeah, potentially getting a breakout to the upside or downside. Coming all the way back down, basically losing all its potential profits. Which wouldn't be surprising. We've seen other cryptocurrencies do this in the past. Things like Solana and Terra Luna. We were able to prepare some of our pioneers going back in time for these potential ranges of, the 4.236, like we see uh, Pepe at right now. For anyone viewing that's bullish on Pepe, screaming to the moon right now. It's like, well, pay attention to this 3618, this 4.236, where Terra Luna came to, right before lunar eclipse, right before Mayday, 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 and then it lost. Well, watch this, you guys, 100% of its value, from $119 all the way down to literally fractions of a penny. And that's not the only one that hit a 4.236 rejection. Oh, that's not it. But we see Solana as well, something that I was bullish in, a project that I invested in, was able to de-risk at the 4.236 and a little bit higher. Then able to reaccumulate as we hit all of our four reaccumulations levels over the last several months. So just being patient, waiting for the spring, and then, retrace back up to these 223, 322 exponential moving averages, eventually to hopefully one day set an even higher high. So, it's about playing these levels, being a fundamental trader, and not falling for green candles. I'm in love with the Pepe. I'm grinding. I'm pumping. These green
Hey, can you
candles
hear me
got me
now?
dumping. I can hear you.
Right. Yeah. So back to the Pepe. I had to charge my Bluetooth for a second.
No, you fine.
Yeah, I caught 400% and $4,800 on the Pepe.
Wow. 400%. So, okay, wow. So you basically got in at a great buying opportunity, early investor. Yeah, right there around the same time
Yeah.
I must have got invested, right there around my birthday. And you were able to catch 400%, turn it into
Hmm.
$4,800. Man, congratulations. True pioneer. True pioneer.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that make you feel?
Well, I just when it comes to the crypto and your earnings and as well as your losses, actually, I learned this about the losses. Don't
Right,
don't be
right,
too emotionally connected to it, And I treat the wins the same way. Like it's almost like I think getting juiced about it, and that's just me. Um, that me getting juiced about wins is kind of a distraction. Sure, like time to have a beer or two or whatever. But um, like I don't even talk to anybody about it except for like on Discord because I don't want to enter this false sense of euphoria and then take that on to the next one and experience smash that's like more intense because of how juiced I was before. I guess. So I just try to keep an even keel with my wins and my losses emotionally, and not. I know you should celebrate all your hard work and such, and maybe in my
correct.
own way I'll figure out how to do that later. But I tell you, I haven't done it yet.
Right. And that's really what I wanted to make sure is, as someone who's learning how to trade and develop a craft and skill, um, that's what I want to make sure that at least you're gonna figure out how to take advantage of, you know learning that.
Yeah,
That's the thing. That's what I want to teach is, I'm building a craft and skill that I hopefully, with my work, it's teaching people how to, you know turn something into a little bit more, maybe a small bag into a bigger bag, or, a few bucks of their paycheck and a few years of their life into maybe being able to enjoy a summer off, from working, having a 9 to 5, and developing a business for themselves, or, just spending time with their family. Like you said earlier, getting back to life, like trying to figure out how you can afford to just live life again.
yeah, exactly. And there's
Yeah.
so much to do outside, like prepare for or be ready for, I should say, as far as where the future's going and all the uncertainty and changes that we are in the midst of. It's just there's like a list of things that you need to do, and having to slam yourself in crypto every day for 15 hours a day. Some people, hey, that's their.
Right.
Um, I've been missing the world around me and been trying to learn from you on how to slow things down and still get your wins and experience life at the same time.
Right. Right. Yeah, I try to slow it down. That's one thing. With my work, I try to take all my mentors' advice from major people, that view this market in a different way, whether it's Jordan or anybody else in the cryptocurrency market. I just got a lot of respect for people like the Bearable Bull or Kevin Cage, BCB, whoever. And I just like to, okay, cool. I see what they're looking at. And then I like to zoom out, look at the economics of the world, look at what's going on in different cultures of the world for this day, and then try and apply it all to my charts and the way that I approach the markets. And who's talking about? Everybody's talking about Beltane and Mayday, but who's talking about Lay Day for the Hawaiian culture? Aloha, like I don't know. I just try to
Mm,
bring little certain things like the cherry blossom season back in March, where we started to see Bitcoin rise in the price action. Back in
yeah.
March, nobody was talking about cherry blossom season, and it's like,
Well,
okay,
it's a
well, here
balance.
we are. Boom.
Let's talk about the balance, not just the negative. Right.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, it's just like I try to bring that little extra. It may be a carbon copy in a way of the mentors and tour guides that I get my work from, because I mean, somebody's got to be the teacher, and so I'm just doing what they said. Now go create. Pay it forward.
Yes, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna go get a celebratory beer from yesterday's winnings. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem, no problem. No problem. I don't blame you. We got Cinco de Mayo coming up in 2 days anyway, so gonna be drinking cervezas and beers everywhere, all over the world. Cinco de Mayo on 5/5. For anybody viewing that is unaware of Cinco de Mayo and the celebration after the Mexicans' army, but it falls on 5/5 every year, and Cinco de Mayo gives us that 55.
Yeah, isn't some bad shit supposed to happen? That's, I mean, I was thinking 75% chance. I hope I'm wrong, whatever. But I was taking notes, man, and Cinco de Mayo, I don't know. I don't see it being a party for crypto, but that would be awesome if it is.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you got Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the creator of Bitcoin, we know, which is a pseudonym more than likely, a made up character, probably not even real, like William Shakespeare, Romeo and
Average.
Juliet. What's his in a name? What's his life? But giving us that same 55 that we know we get in, well, God 55, or Satan, the duality of the creator, the demiurge. We cannot have one without the other, or else our realm would be unbalanced, correct? But we get this 55 in a lot of crucial things. So yeah, Cinco de Mayo tying us to Bitcoin with the Satoshi Nakamoto connection. And it's right there around the full moon, the lunar eclipse. So we tend to see full moons be kind of bearish for cryptocurrency, whereas we see, well, yeah, that's pretty. We'll hide the drawings, but you see, we get all our lows around the full moons for anybody viewing or that may view this, and we get highs around the new moon. So with the full moon coming up, it kind of makes me wonder, like it could be pivotable for cryptocurrency around 5/5. And then the king's coronation of King Charles III is on May 6th. So like this whole week, between Star Wars Day, May the Force be with you tomorrow, 5/5, the lunar eclipse. Tomorrow is also Hal Finney's birthday, another creator of Bitcoin besides Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi's birthday
Mhm.
was last month, 4/5. Hal Finney's birthday is 5/4 tomorrow. So like there's a major connection to Bitcoin right here.
Yeah, I didn't know about the other one.
Yeah,
Val.
yeah, Hal Finney. Yeah,
Wow.
great
Okay.
research for anybody to go and look up. But most definitely, very very important. My cat's chilling in the background in the litter box. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yasmi's moving.
I missed that. What was that?
Yasmi.
Jasmine?
Yeah. It's, you got in yesterday. You might have a little. profit from it.
Right.
But
Yeah, I've been in Jasmine for several weeks. Probably a few months now. Sorry, I was reading something. But yeah, I should have the chart somewhere. But I've got 100,000 that I was able to get for a little over $100 after, the fees of transferring and everything. But yeah, there we go. But Jasmine, yeah, I'm waiting, on potential more upside. It's
well,
already
I've
down.
been hitting my alerts like every 10 minutes for the
Mm,
last hour.
right.
Not that it's doing anything radical, but it's hopefully changing direction.
Right, it's down. It hit a low of 99%, just like Terra Luna, just like I expect
Yeah,
uh Pepe to do. Like Solana did, basically. And now
that's
it's in an uptrend.
that's a big question I have, man.
What's that?
Um, so I got into crypto, and I got some of these coins, like freaking Onyx, and I listened to to you and Waters, and I've heard him, you know, drop down the measuring stick and see 99% and go, another shitcoin.
Right.
Like, does that mean it's pretty much not gonna when you call it that, does it mean it's just not gonna come back up to its debut point? Is that what that basically means?
No, it never means that. It's just we know. So you're asking because we pulled this down from the high to the low.
Jasmine,
Is
yeah,
it
from
ever?
the high
Is
to
it
the low.
not ever going to get back up here from its enlisting date?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think
Got it.
that's the case. Now, some cryptos that are highly speculative, no use case, no utility. Um, and we could be wrong about Jasmine or certain other coins. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever make it back up. But some of them, yeah, I do see them eventually setting a new all time high. This is just the euphoria of, hey, this is a new coin to the market. We're gonna pump it to the moon. Everybody buys in at the top, and then the market maker just pulls the rug for, well, what has been uh, basically up until right now 553 days, heading into May 5, which is going to basically be uh, coming out of 555 days. So that we've been down, hit
Wow.
a low of 99%. I think this is obviously the enlisting, but it's showing a buying climax, selling climax. um, this is a low, and it just determines, is this going to be an automatic rally, or will eventually come back down and set a spring and a lower low, because this can still go, I mean, all the way to zero, like everything else did, like Terra Luna did. And imagine that, like, over time, if we do pump up, you know I don't know, some odd percent to 5, 6, 10 cents, whatever, for Jasmine, and then eventually over time we then come back down. Well, what about another 99%, and we're at 0.0065? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, where is the low coming in? But I don't think it'll be anytime soon we break this high. But in a few years, could Jasmine eventually be, a dollar? Yeah, easily. And that's what I'm hoping my 100K is sitting there for over time. To turn, $100 into $100,000, because I bought 100,000
Mm.
shares of this crypto. I'm bullish on it, not financial advice, but I've done some research, talked to a few people, and I think it's possibly going to make it in here to stay.
Yeah, I think it is too. I'm just gonna take some time, like you're saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I
Every
basically, when I, we in the beginning, I'd like to say this, as far as helping people avoid some of the things I got into. As I was learning, I was getting into crypto, not understanding the ones I was getting into, um, being mid, short, or long term. I didn't understand all of that, and all the ingredients that make a mid, short, or long term coin. And so I put money in some, and they're just down so much I can't even trade out of them. Other ones are
Right.
doing great, but I hate that locked up money. I hate it. So
Yeah.
and
I
emotionally, there's a lot of things to have to plow through. That's one of the things I found out other people are doing every day by accident, and it's just part
I
of the
got
learning process, and it's part of your journey. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like I've seen unrealized profits. I've not de-risked enough. When I've de-risked, I've bought tops and sold bottoms, I'm sitting here holding like you're talking about, and yet to be able to de-risk everything like Cum Rocket and Pepe or Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, everything that I've not been heavily invested in, small portions in that I've decided to dabble and gamble in has taken off, but not my real sophisticated, what I believe true investments as an investor have taken off. And it's like, it really just makes you want to pull your hair out, and you know, what can you do? You can be patient
Yeah.
because money moves from impatient hands to patient hands. And well, what are you going to do to level up? Are you going to fall for Pepe coin going to the moon and these green candles and buy a top and end up selling a bottom? Watch 90% of your investment go to zero, like Terra Luna, Solana, Quant, Shiba Inu, Doge. Um, or are you going to stand up and be a legend and something your kids, grandkids can thank you for one day? I mean, this is the evolution of money, the greatest transition of wealth. It's the greatest time to be alive, to be investing in cryptocurrency, not financial advice, if you're smart, though.
Agreed.
Yeah. Pepe to the moon, though. That's all I hear in Twitter spaces and people telling me everybody's shorting or de-risking right now is a fool. And it's like, have you guys pulled up a chart? Like, I know there's nothing to view here. I mean, it's less than 3 weeks old. You cannot chart that's trade a chart and do TA on a chart that's less than 6 months, a year old. Like it's unfathomable. But going to the 1 hour time frames, the only way I can kind of get any sense of direction, and that's getting a fib pool from the hybrid solar eclipse, new moon, bullish energy day to the low the next day around the 21st, 22nd every month. Get a market cycle reset. High low fib pool, everything in life has a Fibonacci number. And then we reach the 4.236, like up hundreds of percent on the weekly time frame. Pepe to the moon. It's like I'm in love with Pepe. I'm grinding, I'm pumping. These green candles got me dumping. Okay. And eventually I might back the truck up, load it, and stack it again with some of these profits I've been taking because it's hump day. We pumping. Guess what day it is? But other than that, like we got to be smart, or we can lose everything.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I definitely am glad to see someone other than myself make profits in Pepe. To be able to come out and do that. Um,
Yeah. I know of a few people, probably like five, that did well on it.
okay.
Two that let it ride down for too long and broke even, still able to buy plane tickets to places. Um,
Huh.
it was
Yeah,
a smart move. I
I
don't want
don't
to talk about
I don't
that.
know anybody personally. It just the people that I've experienced on
That's what I mean too.
yeah. Yeah,
Discord.
okay. Yeah, just the people on this the crypto space that we're in and involved in, like you're talking about. My roommate's telling me that BitBoy apparently bought like 21,000 worth of Pepe early on or whatever. Like, oh Lord, let us pray. And he's got a big following, a couple 100,000 people, and is he preparing people for the 4.236? I know there's not really any way to do TA on a chart right now for Pepe, but like, is he preparing people for this potential pullback, or is he being one of these moon boys and rocket boys and trying to pump everybody into investing their hard-earned money into this thing, only to watch it possibly pull back. Again, it may continue a little higher, but it's coming back down. Like, period. Eventually.
What percentage did Steve pump back in the day? I don't, because I wasn't in crypto then. Because I'm hearing that the Pepe, we're done with the dogs and we're on with the reptiles, and Pepe is gonna lead the way and be the new Steve. So what did Steve pump?
What is what?
Shiba, Shiba, when it came out, what percentage did it go up? Like 1,000? I don't know. I wasn't in
Oh,
crypto then.
Shiba Inu. Yeah, I did a few videos on it. I don't know if I still have the chart. Um, I don't think I do. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But Shiba Inu, it had some crazy numbers around it as well. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hearing this is the new Steve because we're
Yeah,
done with the dogs. I mean, Floki's got some room, but um,
yeah. Let's see if either one of these were the charts I had back in the day. No, it doesn't look
nobody's
like it.
mutant.
No, but Shiba, I mean, it had a pretty euphoric run. Um, I just forget. I know I took a picture and shared it on my Facebook account. The day that my boss asked me about it at work, and he was like, what about it? And people were talking about it going to potentially, a penny or a dollar. And I'm like, at the time, I had a fib pulled up that it was reaching the 1618, and I knew if we couldn't hold that, then well, we were going down, and that's what happened. But it listed and then dropped 93% off the bat. Not surprising. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Shiba Inu dropped 90. Yeah. So this is where it listed, I think, around BitTrue and everything around September. It might have been when I did my video, but then like Shiba Inu token or Shiba Inu coin, I think equals 144. And then we basically went, yeah, this ain't the chart, but we had went in a low um, from one of these exchanges for like 144 days before then pumping up into this high. So I wish I had that chart. I just don't remember which one it is, but it's hard to get a fib pool. I guess you'd have to go from right here, and that's reaching the 2618. And then it just comes back down to the 1618, like I was talking about, and it broke that level, and then just kept down trending. But it dropped 93% after getting listed, then pumped, like you were asking, 1,500%. So
Okay. Okay. So like, how much did Pepe pump so far overall? Is it 800% or?
yeah, so the 18th, if we did a measured move from this is uh looking at Pepe UST on, I think it's ByGet, I don't remember, BitGet, something like that, but
Mhm.
it's already to the high up 980%, but it came back down now to a low of 42% before then pumping back up recently over the last 24 hours another 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very very volatile.
I don't know. I hope it does more. I think
Yeah, it could.
if
It
not
could.
this one, we're gonna have a meme coin that does better than the ones in the past.
Correct.
Especially if we are going into a meme coin summer. It's I getting into crypto. I thought there's no way I'm gonna get into that meme coin stuff because that's just insane. I barely know anything about this. I'm just gonna lose my what over it if
Right.
I fall for that shit. But the twist of fate was that I did, and I made more money on that in 2 days than I did on anything else over time. And so the key is, I guess, well, myself personally, is just to know when to get out. If I would have got out sooner, I would have even done better.
Right.
But you know, you, you fall into this. maybe you could say something about this. You fall into like this tunnel vision of euphoria and belief that what you've seen so far is going to continue because you've already seen so much of it, even though you know better. It's
Correct.
like you just want that to keep going, and then it starts to dip down. You're like, yeah, there's a little shelf right there. It's going to pump back up just like it did, 7, 8, 9 times before. But you're not thinking logically. It's like it did it already 7, 8, 9 times before.
Hmm.
So I don't know. What can you say about when to get out? Because that's something I'm good at charting. I'm good at getting in better than I am at getting out.
Right.
What?
Y-
Yeah. What do you do to make sure you get out the right
This is
time?
what
You do
I.
know so many things, but
Yeah.
maybe if you could
Yeah.
generalize it.
Okay, so I'm the daily candle close news, like because you're a pioneer in my work. Thank you for that, by the way. But I like to view this every day and just view the markets at the end of the day, at the close, and assess from there. So I'm always planning for the next day ahead of time. Looking at obviously like technical analysis and analysts do the past data from days before. So right now I'm on the daily time frame and I'm noticing, well, Terra Luna back in April, before our Mayday, sell in May and walk away event that we saw around a lunar eclipse coming up in 2 days. But who knows? We saw bearish energy, right? But around April, we were getting a bearish divergence in the RSI. We had a high reaching the 3618, the 4.236 in a fib pool from our recent September breakout right there around, Rosh Hashanah and the Shemitah, that started in 2021 that then led into the low. So I pulled a high low fib pool, and that gave me the 4.236. So I'm getting out at these levels because I know as a trader they're overheated, overbought, and the RSI, MACD, and certain other indicators tend to show me that overbought, overheld, above 70, 80, 90 on a daily time frame. Extremely rare to see that, and to see that happen and last for a consistent long drawn out time period, like right back here, multiple days of just price action above this. We hardly ever see that. It's only happened once, for this amount of time period for Terra Luna, basically 33 days. Not surprising. Wow. Today's May 3rd, 3-3, the real third month of the year. So crazy. But yeah, so I'm paying attention to the RSI on the daily, and then I'm going to the weekly. Same thing. Yeah, it'd be better to do this with Bitcoin and not Terra Luna or Solana. We can do it with Solana, but on the weekly, look at the RSI. Same thing, 4.236. Weekly time frame, we got a high in RSI at the 190 something level. So this lets me know de-risk, get ready to accumulate. RSI is going to come back down, and it does. It matches price action, but we're setting a higher high in price action, but a lower high in RSI on the weekly time frame, still way overbought. So bearish divergence lets me know
Yeah.
eventually the price action is coming back down, and I do that on the weekly, daily time frame, combined with the 21 simple moving average. So once we break above it, we're bullish. Once we get below it, short the market, bear market.
Mm.
All those combined together will help you learn when to exit the market. My favorite to use on any time frame are the 223 and the 322 322 exponential moving averages. Right here. I also like the 200 simple and exponential on the weekly time frame as well. But the 223 and 322, on 5 minute, 2 minute, exponentials are amazing. De-risk above, accumulate under. I can't stress that enough. For a year I've used them, and it's just amazing. Like if we look at this chart right here, and all right, never mind. Got to go to this chart. Sorry, I got so many. Um, but yeah, how the drawings and go back to the daily time frame, for example. Um, but the blue and the yellow, like once this yellow flips this blue, that's bullish. That's a bullish pioneer cross. And we're gonna see upside, euphoric action. Maybe it's short lived and it's real quick and back down, which is what I believe it's gonna be. But either way, um, or we can get that bullish price action and a rejection from this blue and then back down. Who knows? But this is the first macro time that the yellow has flipped a blue, and it's been basically since, well, last May, June, July lows. So basically a year. So once this flips on the daily, like I'm bullish, I'm long the market, not financial advice. But if we view this on the 15-minute time frame, you can still see going back in time. I guess the internet's slow right now. My charts aren't wanting to load up, but I also got 1,000 tabs open, two browsers, etc. But just every time I get below this yellow and flipping the blue and price action below the yellow or the blue, I'm starting to accumulate and I'm starting to de-risk. My birthday, April 26th, I turned 33 years old. I was de-risking Bitcoin and some cryptos. Then I was short in the market, not financial advice. Then I was long in the market, back above these because I'm playing the big wick theories, long wick theories, showing me bear trap, bull trap. Um, pulling a fib from this level on the 26th when we saw it. And then boom, jumping right back past the 702 golden pocket, consolidation holding a point 0.5. That's not a dead cat bounce if we're consolidating, holding higher lows. And then boom, we break up to the top. Yes, a double top, but we're still consolidating sideways. Boom, triple top, Bart Simpson head. We know what's happening all the way down. But now we're back up. We're holding support of 28K psychologically.
Yeah, the Bart heads just easily drop.
Yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10, Bart Simpson
Okay,
heads
that's the first
usually
time I've
drop.
heard that, man. All right, cool. All right, yeah, because I've heard you guys talk about Bart heads, but I missed that part about and afterwards, this is what it does. I missed that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's lovely. Like XRP is the greatest, my favorite one. Everybody knows this. Jordan talks about it. I've watched it for 2+ years. Other people have talked about it, but we'll just hide the drawings, so viewers can see. We'll go to daily time frame, and just zoom out when we're in doubt. But this thing, XRP, this is a great Bart Simpson head right here. Up. Um, Dang, I hope I didn't pull up the drawings. Okay, cool. So about 44, 46 days, roughly 40 days to 22 days. Sometimes these Bart Simpson heads last. Right back here. This is the, um, she's fine. This was the, what was this? December winter solstice when XRP was sued. So roughly, 22, 23 days, about 33 to the low. So not surprising. Bart Simpson head. So it's just amazing to see this Bart Simpson head right here.
Okay.
22 to 40 something days, 35 days, roughly. Not long, but it's a sharp buyer climax made by the market maker, and then they give it to retail to play around for a few days, and then they sell it off again. And it's
Yeah.
rinse repeat, and it has been since, I mean, all the way back in 2018, just these Bart Simpson heads in the pattern.
Yeah. Hey, going back to the eclipse that's coming up in 2 days.
Yeah, Cinco de
Um,
Mayo, the full moon.
yeah. So,
Yeah, that's the day we had the
I've
French
heard,
Revolution.
yeah, and with all this, I've heard that but yet the next 2 years, crypto could be on the up and up, and I'm
I believe
assuming
that.
that is because we're now in a solar cycle, and so our full moons have less energy to pull us down because we are in a solar cycle versus a lunar cycle where
Yeah,
we've
that's
only
what
been in the solar for like 2 weeks or something. Or
correct. Yeah, that's what history shows. Since Pepe's been out on 420, that German guy's birthday or National Pot Smoking Day or the hybrid solar eclipse, we've been in the solar phase. And just like back in here, coming out of this time period, we were in a solar phase throughout this time period, leading into a lunar phase. It did then continue after the start of the Shemitah that ran from a year from September to September. It did continue to a higher high for some cryptos like Bitcoin and all, but ultimately showed its true colors come December, come the fourth quarter. Sell in May, walk away, return in September to de-risk, National Preparedness Month, leading into, um, you know, October, which we know is a big month for market manipulation and crashes. So leading into August, September, we get that automatic rally, and then November is the month of Bitcoin, where we saw the 69K high, and then leading into December, we saw the solar eclipse, but it was in a lunar phase, like you're talking about. And so it perpetuated for us to go in a downtrend over the next year. And going back in time, you can do your due diligence and look in the charts and find other lunar phases and solar phases. Solar phase, bullish. Lunar phase, bearish. And it's pretty unique, but it's only 14, 13 years of data for Bitcoin. So it's not like 100 years of data for the S&P or the Dow Jones. So it's right now it's still very speculative, but doing the best we can as analysts and using past data to project future price analysis.
I'm almost tired of hearing the speculative thing because,
Right. Yeah,
I'm just, dude,
it
people
is.
say, oh, that crypto is fake money. Well, you sold your fiat.
Right. You're right.
Okay.
So is your
What?
fiat's more
What?
speculative than crypto, I believe.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's
how many
controlled by the
years,
same entity, but
of
yeah.
course, how many years do we need, say, just on Bitcoin in order to not hear, that's speculative? 30 years? 50? I mean, as long as the other one's around, 200, 300 years in the future as if whatever. But the ones that have been around for 200 plus years, I mean, as long as they're around, they're always going to be able to punk the younger one and say that crap, you know? And so I kind of disregard that. I understand it, but
Right.
I just throw it into volatility of pain.
Right. Yeah, when I
Change
use
the
it,
number.
I'm more along the educated terms. Hopefully, my viewers are seeing that what I'm saying is very speculative. Like because I don't know, like I've got to craft a skill built, you know, and everything like that. But at the same time, like I could be wrong, and I have been. I've made mistakes, but at the same time, RC Moore was talking to me the other night. And I don't know how anyone else feels about it, but he was telling me like if you go back to January, I'm 70, 80, 90% correct if you looked at how we was viewing the markets, even though I made mistakes. And it's like, man, that's pretty humbling, you know. But I also have felt like I've been about 70% correct since about August 18th of 2021, to be quite frank. Like I really think I've been on point since then. Um,
It's
but yeah,
52% better than any casino you can visit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the 52 connection. 5-2 yesterday. Pepe the Frog equaling 52. But yeah, yeah. Fed meeting, FOMC meeting was today. FOMC meeting equals 52. That's crazy.
You missed that.
But yeah,
What?
yeah.
Uh,
It brought volatility to the market. The Feds, it's green today. You got things like Pepe causing distraction in the markets because, the FOMC meeting, all the Feds in one place. And you got Pepe distracting everybody. Cryptocurrency distracting everybody. Doing good, but what happens usually? It usually rolls over right after. So only time will tell what's going to happen to Pepe and cryptocurrency right after this Fed meeting. Because if we don't break this horizontal line you got right here, I just see us possibly falling back down to the downside. This is critical right here to get multiple daily closes above this and see if we can't push up to 31,400 pi 3.14 or 32,200, tying us into our favorite skull and bones pals, lizard pals from Yale University, the Bonesmen. So, it's pretty unique. I think that's where we're headed, but it's all going to determine if we lose this critical support resistance range. We get rejected right here, we're coming down. We get support right here, we're going up. Floor, floor, floor. Right now, it's just a roof. It's support, it's resistance. It's got to be treated as support again. Break this trend line and off to the moon. You know, they say, win moon, win Lambo. Awesome. An hour exactly in talking about Pepe. Nice, nice. Oh, Goat Boy in the house. Glad to have you. How much you put into Pepe? I only put like less than $100 in, and watched it turn into a few $100 over less than 3 weeks. So glad to have you viewing. You know, uh, and that's my answer. I don't mind sharing and disclosing that with my viewers. I not a very big speculative gambler when it comes to these meme coins and coins that people believe have utility around them, but possibly don't. What is utility when it comes to cryptocurrency? It's solving a real world problem that the people may face today. And in my work, I always wanted to apply the metaphysics around these things with a different approach. And I just can't get in. Yeah, I cashed out. I'm out. I'm waiting for a decision to be made in the markets, and for a potential opportunity to, short this thing, like we were talking about. I don't know how long you've been viewing, but Pepe's, since its inception, have been up since April 20th. 900, 1,000%. Yeah, there's possibly room to go up, but anything that reaches the 4.236 in the last 4 or 5 years that I've been in cryptocurrency, like cryptos like Solana, for instance, that have reached this level, or Terra Luna, right after reaching the 4.236. Um, hmm, where's that chart I had pulled up with it on it? I want to be able to show you. Um, but here we go. No, but either way, we can easily draw it back up. Okay, that's what it is. Easily. Solana, 4.236. Okay. It extended. Cool. It went higher, almost to the 6. I'm not saying that Pepe can't. But as a sophisticated analyst, somebody that turned a few bucks into a bigger bag, I'm going to take my profits. Okay. I'm reaching a red hot level. All right. I'm using TA, and the coin has only been out of 3 weeks. So there's really no TA that can be done as a sophisticated analyst. You've got to wait 6 months to a year to develop data to be able to go back and look at. So really, I'm on a 1 hour time frame on Coin Market Cap, looking at Pepe, and getting a 4.236 extension level. So up 1,000%. Everybody in the world screaming buy, buy, buy. Like, I'm gonna go against the herd because usually everything popular is wrong. So knowing my past research on things like Solana and Terra Luna, on Quant, um, on Shiba Inu, things that have reached some of these 2618, 3618, 236, of the 4.236, the 0.56 level. It's just time to let this thing cool off, because then what happens? Well, just like we were sharing earlier, you lose 90, 100% of your bag most of the time. 97%. We then took profits out, waited a year, and then accumulated Solana, de-risked at 200 plus, $100 plus, bought at $8, $19, $15, $39, $22. Like, you can't be greedy. And that's what I'm getting at. That's why I wanted to do this live tonight, is because I see the sentiment and the emotions in the market as we get ready to head into May the force be with you tomorrow. And well, it's not always been a great time for cryptocurrency. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Just usually bringing a sell in May, walk away to the markets. Only time will tell. We've been in a downtrend for over a year. So could we see cryptos continue up for a little bit? Possibly, but I do think it's going to be short lived, that I've been teaching here. But same thing with Terra Luna, 4.236 extension level reached, sell off 100% to fractions of a penny. Where's my quant? My quant chart sitting at $111 right now. I mean, this thing, it just, same thing. If we go from inception of the Coinbase chart all the way to the low, the 2618, perfect. False breakout, and then all the way back down to the 1618. We chop around right there for a little bit, but then what happens? Fourth quarter, end of the year, boom, sell off into January. We pump up, can't get back to the 1618 golden pocket, And what happens? We set a spring, a lower low in the structure for quant hitting $39, $40. And now we've pumped up right back to the 1618. Breakout, rejection. So yeah, we'll just remove this fib that I've got. Um, and you'll be able to see that better. But 1618, rejection, right back down to the 702, golden pocket basically, and holding support. So just paying attention to the fib levels of some of these cryptos is going to be important. So hopefully that answers your questions for you, Goat Boy. Glad to have you. Thank you for viewing tonight, by the way. Pepe. All right. Probably going to hang on for a few more minutes, see what's going on in the world, see if anybody else joins while we talk about Pepe and cryptocurrency. But I'm probably about to get off here and call it a night, you guys. I definitely appreciate everyone for joining and viewing. I appreciate Modern Sword for being here with me, talking about Pepe and his experiences in the cryptocurrency market. But we'll give him a few minutes, see if he joins us back. Definitely don't want to leave before he gets back on camera. Yeah, some people might not like my de-risking of Pepe. Uh-oh. XRP on the move. Can't break back above 46 cents, though. Looking at a dead cat bounce. Yeah. Let's move this field to right here. Our previous high. Right here around Mayday, the 28th. Right here as we let into May 1st. Sell off. Mayday. Okay. So coming up to the 382. False. Yeah. Failure to get above the 46 cent range and the 0.5. So just looking at a dead cat bounce basically in structure. If we were to come up to that and fail, we usually come to set a lower low, which we could break this 44 cent, 43 cent range and head down to 42, 40 cent for XRP. Not financial advice. We'll have to see what plays out. Right now, you want to pay attention to volume, RSI, certain indicators, MACD. We were previously coming back to double bottom right here around this oversold, underbought territory for the RSI on the 2-hour time frame, pumping back up to the middle of the range, the halfway 50% range. So we'll pay attention to that, showing some volume indication in the markets. So we could pump up this 702. That'd be a decision range. And what happens there? Did we close above the 0.5, 618, 702, 786, 888? Did we break this higher high, this previous high set a higher high on the 2-hour time frame and move up to the 1618, this 51 cents again for a great de-risking range? Not financial advice. Especially if you're in a 3x leverage long from this position or right back here and you haven't been liquidated yet. Congratulations. Hopefully you got stop losses set so you don't get liquidated. But yeah. Cool. All right. My bad, you guys. My bad. Hit the wrong button. Sometimes it be like that. All right. Modern Sword had to step away from the camera for a few minutes, but we're over an hour in on the Pepe cryptocurrency live stream that we've been doing on YouTube tonight. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. We're going to end this special with, well, you know what it is. It's Wednesday. It's Fed Day. It's Miércoles. It's the day of Mercury, my dudes. It's hump. Right. All credit due to DJ Mike and Mike, Federal Fair Use Act. Today is Pepe Day. Okay, hump day. We know it. Okay, so just want to come out and prepare you all for the potential volatility around your favorite frog and the cryptocurrency you may be invested in or wanting to buy into because you're chasing green candles because you're in love with the Pepe. You grinding, you pumping. But these green candles must have you dumping, not financial advice. Remember, approach these markets with a sophisticated mindset. So, on this Pepe Day, May Day special this month, in the month of May, take care and remember to approach these markets sophisticated with a mindset of a true investor and to be careful. Don't follow the herd because usually what's popular is wrong. So glad to be able to have Modern Sword on tonight from across the globe in another part of the world to share his investment and profit taking in Pepe. To not only be the only voice on here sharing my investments, to know that my work is reaching people across the globe, as well as the other great tour guides and mentors that we follow here, and knowing that it's all coming together to build a tribe and a community so that we can all rise together. So, with that being said, pioneers rise, build your fortress, and build your legacy. We'll see you on the next one.